So this is going to be my February TBR, and these are the books I really want to get to this month. It is the month of love, with Valentine's Day being in there somewhere. And I don't know if you could tell by just looking at me, I'm not really into romance. But these are the books I want to get into, and they're about 6 or 7, depending on how you look at things. And hopefully, manage to get through them, because I'm trying to be better with my TBRs recently. The first book I want to get to is Cujo by Stephen King. Did start reading this like a few months ago. I got to like the 50-page mark and just never picked it back up. Don't understand why, because I have been enjoying my Stephen King reads quite a lot recently. So hopefully I can get to this at some point. Like, I want to be able to read all of Stephen King's books, but obviously there's like 70, so it might take some time. Next up on the list is going to be The Humans by Matt Haig. I absolutely adored Midnight Library, like to the point where I was obsessed with it for about a good 2-3 months. Reread it twice, just because I just love the message it brings, and I really enjoyed the writing as well. So hopefully I can get around to this, and hopefully this is just as good. Finally, I'm going to be able to finish the Renegade series. I'm almost finished with Arch Enemies, and Supernova is next, and hopefully I'm going to enjoy it as much as I currently am enjoying it. Currently, halfway through Arch Enemies, it is getting to the point where I'm really interested to see how the story is going to progress into the final book. And I love superpowers. Superpowers to me are probably the best part of reading. I just like the idea of how all these different people have all these different powers. And, well, it's just written really well. I want to get to Strange Pictures by Yuketsu this month as well. I just saw this in Waterstone not too long ago. And the main reason I picked it up is because of the cover. I'm not going to lie, I am one of these people who do judge books by the cover. Because if a book doesn't have a good cover, you're not really going to pick it up, no matter how good the story might seem, just because you're there, you're looking at it and going, am I going to choose something that looks like this, or something that has actual people on the cover? Most people will probably choose this. It's about like, it's meant to be quite disturbing in that sort of like area. Like, so that's definitely a bit of me. This is meant to be like a mystery novel as well, mixed with like some like, it's not deeper but more like disturbing like things thrown in every now and then, with pictures from children, criminals, and that sort of thing. Can't wait to get into this. By now, you're probably seeing Bat Eater and probably seeing loads and loads of like people talking about this, reviewing this, saying how much they love this. I've yet to get to it, and I really want to soon. So this is definitely going to be on my TBR for February. I'm probably going to read it after I finish Arch Enemies, because I'd like to just have like a bit of a break between like series, if that makes sense. That way you're not getting just overloaded with everything. This is going to be good. I can just already tell. A few years ago, I was really into like mangas and stuff, and I really have missed like the stories that mangas are able to bring, and I want to get back into that. So I'm going to try and read 2 mangas this month. I bought some while I was in Waterstone not too long ago, and one is going to be Delicious in Dungeon. For some reason, this reminds me of cooking, and I'm a chef, so this is something I really want to get into, and hopefully it is good. And another one that I've heard amazing things about, to the point where it's now an anime and people are raving about it, is Assassination Classroom. Do I know anything about it? No, just I know there's an octopus with arms, and they're like one of the teachers. That interests me, so I can't wait to see what this is all about. Do I think I'm going to be able to get to all of these? Probably not, no, because I change my mind so much because I'm such a mood reader. But these are my hopefuls. These are what I really want to get to. I've heard great things about just about them all, so hopefully I can get around to them. What is your February TBR? Let me know in the comments and stuff like that. And if you like this sort of stuff, let me know.